Five.
Hello, and thanks for turning in. My name is Ruben Alanis, and I'm here with Alicia Bosick and Matt Beach. We're reporting live from Western Washington University as part of the University Political Science Department. With the 1998 final election results just a few hours away, weeks and weeks of campaigning and advertising will finally come to an end for the many candidates across the country. All of the hard work, dedication, and determination that has been put into their work will pay off for some, but after tonight, many will have to try again or call it quits. Not only will their hard work be finished, but they will also be able to save their money for the next campaign, hoping a little more will boost their chances next time. With this in mind, our political science research group wondered just how much of a factor money plays into who wins an election. The hypothesis that we came up with was that the party that spends the most money will win the most seats in a non-presidential election. After researching data, tables, and graphs here at Western Washington University's Wilson Library, we were able to argue both for and against our hypothesis. Much of the information we found was in little bits and pieces. Among these pieces, we found a classic example to disprove the hypothesis. In the 1996 Senate race, the individual who spent more money overall than any other candidate did not win the seat. This was also true for the third biggest spender, as well as several other of the top 50 spenders. However, these are individual examples and don't necessarily involve the party as a whole. After many years in control of Congress, the Democratic Party ended up spending more than the Republican Party in the 1994 election, but still lost the majority. While it is safe to say that most of the time the party that spends the most will win the most seats, it is certainly not true every time. When it really comes down to it, voters are more concerned with the issues at hand rather than the amount of money a party has. Now here's Alicia with a comment comparing Congress and the economy.
In gathering our research for our hypothesis, which is a prosperous economy judged by inflation, GDP, and unemployment rate, increases the number of seats won by the majority party in Congress. We began by gathering statistics about congressional seats since 1980. Then we located graphs and charts of annual median income, employment rate, and GDP. We learned that in Congress, and more specifically in the House of Representatives, the Democratic Party maintained a long reign as a majority party up until 1994. In the Senate, the majority party has been more frequently passed between both parties. When comparing the median income graph with the congressional seats, we found that the two did not correspond. The median income has increased most consecutively since 1980. During the increase, the majority party switched hands from the Democrats to the Republicans in 1994. The fact that the economy was in good shape and the median income was increasing did not seem to have an effect on the decision by the people to make a giant turnaround in congressional party control. The unemployment rate graph from 1988 to 1999 does not necessarily support the hypothesis either. As the unemployment rate increased from 1990 to 1992, the Democratic Party remained as the majority party. In fact, in 1992, when the unemployment rate was at its highest, the Democrats even gained 7 seats in the House in the congressional elections. Then, in 1994, when the unemployment rate was decreasing, a sign that the economy was doing better, the Republicans took over to the House. Therefore, we can conclude that the prosperous economy did not lead to an increase in the number of seats won by the majority party in Congress. In addition, we found little correspondence to the congressional seats from the graph on gross domestic purchase. Though the percent change in gross domestic purchases was up to almost 3.5% in 1992 and 1993, the year 1994 still brought the loss of many Democrats in Congress and a new Republican majority party. Therefore, we concluded from our research that the hypothesis we researched is false. A prosperous economy does not necessarily increase the number of seats won by the majority party in Congress. And here's Matt Beach with his thoughts on the Clinton scandal and the effects it has on Congress.
Yes, the Clinton scandal. Will this affect the congressional races? No. First, let's take a look at Nixon and Watergate. This had no effect whatsoever on Washington congressional races. 52% of the American public believed that scandal to be an impeachable offense. Now, only 32% of the public believed the Clinton scandal to be an impeachable offense, and that's and that's 20% less than Nixon and Watergate. And it didn't change back then, so why should it now? The only thing that may actually hurt the Democrats is the low voter turnout. The public does not want to vote for the Democrats. They don't want to vote for the Republicans either because of their over-aggressive attack on Bill Clinton's impeachment. Thank you.